Okay, so first off, what we're going to want to do here is measure out our wings to exactly 34 centimeters. What I'm going to do here is just mark it off at 30 centimeters first, so that's the entire length of the ruler. And I'll go ahead and make the 4 centimeter mark again, so to total at 34 centimeters. Okay, so now that I have that mark, I'm going to use my ruler as a straight edge to draw this line that I'm going to be cutting on. I'm going to use that ruler again with my X-Acto knife and cut across that line. It's probably the best way to get a nice straight cut on here. I'm going to have to go through this a few times cutting it just to make sure I get all the way through. You'll likely have to do the same. Just one more time. There we go. Cut off the excess. And now that we have the wings cut to the right length, all we have left to do is measure and cut them to the right width, which is 5 centimeters. So I'm going to do the exact same thing I did with the length. I'm going to measure it out to 5 centimeters right here. I'm going to mark that. I'm going to actually mark it one more time just to make sure I get a straight line, exactly 5 centimeters. There we go. I'm going to, same thing, just take this line across. And then cut. And there is the wing. Okay, so the second part we're going to need to cut out is the horizontal stabilizer. To do this, we're going to measure the width, which is a 3.5 centimeter width. And now for the entire length of it, it's going to be a 10.4 centimeter length. So I'm just going to measure that. Mark that line right there. I'm going to go ahead and cut that. So I can take away that piece, and now I just have my stabilizer. Okay, so there's really only one more thing you're going to have to do. That's to make these 2 centimeter marks on each side, which are going to help you make those slants on your horizontal stabilizer. Right here we make a midpoint mark, so this is 10.4 centimeters all across. We're going to do 5.2 right there. And this is the mark we're going to connect to make that a slant. Now we just connect those two lines we just made, make a mark, and cut. Now for the final piece before we can start gluing all these together, we have the vertical stabilizer. Okay, for the first cut on here, we're going to measure to 6.6 centimeters. There we go. Go ahead and draw the line. Now lengthwise to 8.4 centimeters. Now that we have both of those marks, we're going to do something very similar to what we did with the horizontal stabilizer. We're going to make a line that's 7.2 centimeters from the bottom, and this line is going to help us connect to the top and make a slant line. Now we're just going to go ahead and draw that slant line, and then we'll be done with this and just cut it. And there's the vertical stabilizer. The last step is to glue everything together. Since this can be messy, your instructor will be by to help you.